have taken over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Scanning the field, it's Cara Pateas. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, oh, he found a space on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Georgia going up tempo. begun the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Anderson wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pucks it out of the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they're coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Karapateas. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He'll slide and avoid the big hit. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to it.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
To the air, it's Karapateas. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. This time on target. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Anderson will throw. Fires to the big fella. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry up. A first down run in the red zone.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Anderson wants to throw. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Finds a tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. North Texas can dig into that playbook on second and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Anderson will throw. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Purdy on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Pressure coming. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Wants to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. to set the tone with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Jones to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw, it's Karapateas. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
A big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end could.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Quick release by the QB. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to pass their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. And down he goes back to 3.
And man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but If you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Karapateas. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
Challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Karapateas. Makes the grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up in the 26 with the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to...